There's heavily requested video coming up for you. We're going to share with you my best supplement to take if you have Candida overgrowth to help you balance Candida naturally and long term. This video is for you if you've been diagnosed with Candida overgrowth and you have tried all those Candida diets, Candida supplements, Candida cleanse out there and you're still suffering. You might also experience rashes, skin troubles, bloating, low energy, a white tongue, any kinds of itching. If you're looking for the best Candida support that actually helps you to not get these nasty yeast infections on a regular term and really stabilize your body and help your body and address those underlying root causes as well. What we're going to be covering in this video are two things. Number one, what is the best Candida support and why? And second, we're going to look at each of the ingredients from the supplement that I recommend you and help you to understand what does this specific ingredient in your body and how can that help you to support naturally yeast and fungus in your body so you don't get more Candida overgrowth and all of those nasty side symptoms. Does that sound like a plan? If it sounds good to you, give me a thumbs up so other people know that this is valuable content and they can benefit for free as well. Now, if you know me a little bit and you might have watched some videos already on the Gut Feelings channel, I'm very, very hesitant to recommend supplements for two reasons. Number one, they are often low quality and they just want your money and they don't get you better. And number two, they are often misused to cover up symptoms and to not really address the root cause, and so they are not really part of your healing journey. They just keep prolonging your healing and cover up symptoms, so they don't really help you. Now let's look into that supplement. This is it. It's called Mycozil from Global Healing Center, one of the best brands when it comes to supplements. I link that also down below. You can get it with 10% discount if you use my name, Peggy, and capital letters, P-E-G-G-Y, you know what I mean. You can get 10% off whatever you order from them. Why do I love this stuff? No, because I don't like supplements usually. I'm really hesitant. Why do I like it? Because I tested it out myself. And I've also then introduced it to my one-on-one clients who were struggling with reoccurring yeast problems, like white tongue, low energy, the things that I've mentioned before. And they have been tested for having Candida overgrowth systemically. We worked with that for at least 3 months. This was like my recommendation. And they took 2 times 2 of those capsules. You see there's nothing, and it's just herbs. I'm going to go over the ingredients in a second. Just herbs, 2 times 2 capsules before a meal. What happened during these 3 months is most of them increased their energy and mood, and they were more stress tolerant. Also white tongue and things like that, they started to disappear. Having said that, guys, I want to be honest with you because I don't want you to just buy a supplement and then think like this is all it does. No, guys. What we did together there was a combination of things. It was not just taking a supplement, it was also adjusting your diet and making that more nutritional, dense, and more unfriendly for Candida and more healthy, friendly for you, and also working with lifestyle choices. If you want to learn more about that, and you really should, it's not enough just to take a supplement if you want to get rid of Candida. It's not enough. This is a booster, but it's not enough. You want to learn more about that, what to eat, and it's very much against the stream, what usually people tell you about the Candida diet. And check out the video that I put down below in the description, all about how to heal from Candida overgrowth naturally. All right, now, without any further ado, let's look into what's in here. Let's get started. Let's start with your Toba Bark. Now, your Toba Bark is a crazy tree. It's a crazy tree, and we're going to tell you why exactly. It actually grows in this area here. It grows in the tropical climate. It also grows it's native to the Amazon rainforest. It's about 90 feet tall, and what is usually used there is the bark of the tree. It's not like a normal tree, however. This is how they found out that it can actually help with fungi and yeast balance. When you have a tree dying, usually life cycle, tree dies at some point, and then they found out that the bark of the tree, like the wood of the tree, didn't start getting moldy. There were no fungi. It just didn't rot. It just didn't. It just stayed there. Many of the your Toba Bark benefits, they're actually related to this toxicity that they have against harmful organisms, including yeast, including viruses, guys, Epstein-Barr is one of them. Fungi, bacteria, they are working against the toxic ones that are not beneficial for your body. It also helps with reducing swelling and itchiness, often things that come together with Candida overgrowth. So that's your Toba Bark. Next one, Pau d'Arco. You might have heard Medical Medium often talks about Pau d'Arco. I personally like Pau d'Arco. It has also very nice smell. It also comes from the same region, from the Amazon rainforest. It has a strong resistance against harmful organisms. This is why even things that are antibiotic resistant, for example, or that make things worse when you take antibiotics, those nasty guys can still be destroyed by Pau d'Arco. The indigenous cultures, for the indigenous people, they often use it for all kinds of allergies, when people have contact allergies, but also food allergies. And it's for liver, anything that with liver concerns, liver problems, and for Candida and yeast infections. Next one in there, guys. This is one of my favorite ingredients from this one. That's licorice root. Now, licorice root is so common. It's the most used herb in Chinese medicine. And Chinese medicine has thousands and thousands and thousands of herbs. The root is used medicinally and it's an adaptogen. Meaning adaptogen helps to balance the body, helps to, when you have any kind of detox issues coming up, helps to bring everything back in balance. It also helps with energy and with adrenal strength. So if you are somebody who's very tired, chronic fatigue, adrenal fatigue, helps with yeast and fungi balance as well, and it supports the liver big time. Antiviral, huge antiviral, and adaptogen like crazy. So there's so many health benefits to licorice root, but I'm gonna stop here. Last but not least on the herb list is anise. Anise, that's a seed. Now anise is a very gentle plant. You already hear this in the word anise. Could be a name for a little girl, right? So anise is often used in cake, for example, or in baking, and it has this wonderful, sweet, delicate smell. Some people really like it, some people don't. Your body definitely likes it because it's a natural aid for soothing indigestion. And it also helps with regulating blood sugar issues. That's a huge thing for Candida because Candida feeds off a high spiked blood sugar that is high for a longer period of time. And this has nothing, guys, to do with eating fruit. It has to do with eating sugar together with fat. If you want to learn more about that, in the Candida video, I linked that below and also up here. So you can check that out as well and really understand how this whole Candida thing comes together and how to heal it, because we can't kill Candida. It's everywhere in our body. One reason why it helps with blood sugar levels, this is interesting for you to understand, is because it stimulates the pancreas to create more insulin. Insulin helps to bring the sugar into the cells, from the blood into the cells. So it's a huge support for the pancreas, which also makes it great for anybody suffering with diabetes. Really love it. Those were the herbs, and now we're going to jump into two different types of enzymes, which are very different from digestive enzymes, just to name that, because I'm not a fan of digestive enzymes, taking digestive enzyme, unless it's an emergency, which it rarely is. So those guys are in there are called beta-glucanase and hemicellulase. So everything that ends with an "-ase" is an enzyme. So you can identify things easier on supplements, and if you would just give them one name, you can call them Candida killer. Candida killer. So just for your brain to remember. Because they are both enzymes that help digest plant fiber and grains. But it also kills Candida because 60% of the cell walls of Candida and other pathogens, they are made of beta-glucanose. And like beta-glucanase works against beta-glucanose. This is how it works. They don't mess up with your intestinal balance. Yes, not like other digestive enzymes, like the classical ones like pepsin, for the stomach acid, or pancreatic enzymes, which people take. It's nothing like that. It's very gentle. It's part of everything we eat. What I love about this is it reduces the biofilm that is built up, and that can be built up from yeast and pathogens that are there, and that clog the inner cell walls of the gut lining. So it helps to dissolve this, helps to break down and digest the cell walls of the fungi and of the yeast like Candida. Next one on the list is fulvic acid. Fulvic acid, it's like the absorption booster. Fulvic acid is absorbed through contact with the earth, with soil, with barefoot walking. If you do detoxing and barefoot walking, it's found in organic vegetables that have long roots, like potatoes, like carrots, like beets, for example. And it's also found in natural waters like lakes and springs. What it really does is it helps other nutrients to be absorbed faster and better and really get them into the cell. It's nothing like diatomaceous earth or things like this. It's a plant component. Last but not least, we have a bacteria in there, which has a wonderful name. It's called Brevi laterosporus. And this one is a naturally occurring organism that forms spores, which are actually able to survive the stomach acid, which most probiotics are not able to, and this one is able to survive the stomach acid and to colonize in the intestinal tract in the end part of the ileum. It's just a little supporter here to boost like the good guys while we're killing the bad guys in the most gentle way ever, which also supports the rest of your body. Recapping here why I love Mycozil, and then I would love to ask you a question. So I love Mycozil because it works, and I tested it out with my own clients. It speeds up healing from Candida and fungus in the body if you do all the other steps, which I recommend in the other videos. You know, food is important as well. And it has a myriad, you know what I mean, myriad of other health benefits. It's antiviral, kills Epstein-Barr, is bad for resistant strains of strep. It's great for adrenal fatigue if you want to recover the adrenals and give them strength. Amazing for liver healing, blood sugar levels get balanced, great digestive support. This is why I love Mycozil. Now, last but not least, I've got a question for me to answer in the comments below. What have you tried for Candida support that did not work? Let me know in the comments below now.